Ghost Season 4 premiere starts now.
Don't miss the all-new season of Ghost.
Only on Star, baby. Only on Star. I gotta become the apex predator.
Tariq!
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now today, we're going to be talking about Power Book 2 Ghost, Season 4, Episode 1. This is the recap, and this is 10 years of power. As I told you guys before, it's crazy that we've already, had 10 years of this show. It doesn't even feel like that, but of course it has. And I cannot wait to see what's next as far as the Power universe. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more spinoffs announced. We already know we got Power Origins coming, and I'm thinking there's going to be other ones as well. But y'all let me know what y'all think. I know your boy Woody, he did post on Instagram talking about what chapter do we think should be written next. So down below, I want you guys to let me know, what character do you want to see a spinoff of? Which character from this show could actually, have their own spinoff? Well, something's going to happen in my opinion. I think it's going to be something we shall see. But in this episode, I guess we smoking on that Junior pack. And it's a damn shame, y'all. I told y'all I was hoping that we kind of would see more of his character because of his connection with Angela, they family. But no, Junior decided to just do what Junior wanted to do. He did not take advice. He did not listen to Blanca Rodriguez. He did not listen to his moms. I mean, they told this dude, like, stay away from Tariq. The St. Patrick's, just stay away because it never ends well. But Junior did not listen, and he, of course, met his fate. It's over for him. So, of course, as I told you guys, we smoking on that Agent Young pack. He up out of here, man. Another Valdez smoked. Now, as far as the episode, it was a lot of action. It was just nonstop action. The whole thing with Junior and Noma and Tariq to basically get Noma to back off them, I think that was crazy. Like, really, she did not have enough concrete evidence, in my opinion, to say, look, I'm good or whatever, we gonna lay off of you. But we know Obi was all in her head, trying to convince her just to stay away, just to back down. I mean, it worked, but still, like, really? I think it was just a way to, to calm this war down between Tariq, the Tejadas, and Noma. They was not about to be going back and forth all season long. I told you guys about this. This is what, what power does. Usually we have enemies go back and forth for a little bit, and then it dies down, and they end up working together. But we know in this episode, we saw a lot of people doing what they wanted to do. Effie is still texting Tariq, trying to save his life. Like, really? Didn't you just try to take him out? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm not getting it. And we know Diana, she doesn't really want to take down her moms. I mean, she felt bad about how everything played out. But Drew, he said, screw all that. You take that pillow and get her up out of here. Drew, he ain't playing. But we know once Kane finds out the truth, it's going to be hell to pay. Once Monet finds out the truth, it's going to be hell to pay. And Kane, he's already putting things together because all that stuff that happened at the end of the episode, he says, so Diana, all of a sudden, you think it's someone else? Like, you said it was Tariq. Like, what's going on? But I think Kane understands that Effie is still having feelings for Tariq. I mean, the way that he was looking at the end of the episode lets me know that he's going to be watching her, y'all. And he needs to take his own advice. I mean, we know Effie, she's going to look out for Effie when it's all said and done. And Kane should already know what time it is. But it's going to be crazy to see how this whole storyline ends. Now, we're going to jump right into this recap because a lot was going on. I told you guys, I wish Drew would have got dropped off. Ain't no way in the hell he would have been moving like that at all after getting smacked with that truck. But hey, it is what it is. But what did we see in episode 1 titled, I Don't Die Easy? Now the episode starts out exactly where we left off. We see Obi, he has to drop off 2 of their soldiers because they know he got help, with Tariq with the green card. So they already know what time it is. He drops them off because he does not want them telling Noma, what's really going on. And we know Noma, she wants to get Tariq up out of here. But I know she will be pissed off if she knows that, Obi was helping Tariq out all along. Now, we get to Brayden and Tariq. They don't really have a game plan at all. All we know is this: Tariq wants payback on everybody, the whole Tejada family, and of course, that snake, Effie. But Brayden is like, man, we need to figure this out because we don't really have a plan and we need to figure out where we're going to be going next. Now, Noma is pissed off. We know she wants Tariq up out of here. She wants, to find his weakness. She wants all of them, Kane, Effie, Drew, and Diana, to find it and do it real quick. She understands that Effie used to mess around with Tariq, and when they zoomed in on Effie, you can tell she still has feelings for Tariq. And we know this because she expressed it later on in the episode when she let Tariq know that Kane and some others are coming for him at Stansfield. But Kane, he was going off. The man got shot by Brayden and he wants blood. He wants Tariq up out of here and he's going to do whatever it takes to get the job done. Now we know that your girl Dirty Diana, she wants to go and check up on her moms, but Noma's like, look, y'all got to take care of this first. I understand that Monet got shot, but this is, the number one objective. Now, we get to Tariq and Brayden. They're in the storage locker on some Tommy and Ghost type stuff. And we know Tariq, he got all the straps. The game plan is to get to Noma's daughter, Anya Covington. They feel like if they can get to her, then that can make Noma, bow down or whatever. And Tariq, he's not playing around. Brayden was kind of hesitant at first, but he's like, okay, where is she? Now, we see Anya Covington for the first time, and Tariq got Pinky watching her. And I'm thinking like, man, they found this girl real quick. And this is the last thing that Noma wants to happen. She wants to protect her daughter at all costs, but we also know that it is a little bit too late for that. Now, we get to Agent Young, and he decides to tell Blanca Rodriguez that he wants to pursue Tariq. He does not feel like everything is over. He feels like the intel that he got from Cooper Sachs with the flash drive, learning about the green cars, Rashad Tate and all this stuff, he feels like he can, catch them slipping. Blanca tells him just to leave it alone. And that's exactly what Agent Young should have done. Left it alone. And Blanca was right. Like if Sachs really had anything, it would already work. And we talking about Cooper Sachs. I mean, he stayed taking L's. That's the last person that you want to be believing or doing anything with, right? But it is what it is. He did not listen. And we know later on in the episode, he met his fate. Now, we get to Monet Tejada. She is fighting for her life. And we know that Lorenzo and Mecca, they all up in her head, telling her all the things that she's done wrong. And she's pretty much screwed. I mean, it was dogging her out. And a lot of the things that they was talking about was true, right? So Monet, she's stressed out. She does not know if she's going to survive or not, but we know she's going to fight. She does not think this is it for her, but it's kind of hard when you got Mecca and Lorenzo running their mouth to her. But Monet, she's a fighter. She ain't giving up that easy. Y'all know she gonna survive somehow, some way. Now, we get to Diana and Drew he on one. He said, you know what? It's whether Monet or us. She can't be waking up asking any type of questions because we could not risk her finding out the truth. He wants to continue the game plan to take out Tariq. And of course, they want to kidnap Becca. That way, they can get Tariq and Brayden in the same area to take them out. Diana, she's like, man, Mom, she risked her life for me. She saved me. But Drew don't give a damn about any of that. He's like, look, she killed Poppy. I mean, all the stuff that she's done, he's not letting it go at all. Now, Becca comes in and they end up, getting her to go with them. And we know they told her that Brayden's in trouble. Now, I don't know why the hell Becca thought it was a good idea to let them know, well, I'm going to call my dad. I'm going to do this. Don't tell them anything. If your family in trouble, just do what you want to do. Why are you telling them all your moves? Like, really? Who does that? Oh, I'm about to call my dad or whatever. Like, really? That's not happening. I'm going to call who the hell I want to call. I don't need your approval, right? But I understand they got to make it, interesting. They got to give us a story, right? But if she would just call her pops from the jump, Drew, he would have been like, who you calling, right? And then she would have been like, okay, I'm calling my pops. And then she would have known from right there something was up because Drew, he probably would have smacked that phone out of her hand. So, I mean, as I told you guys, it is what it is. They had to make this, more of a story in my opinion. Now, we get to Noma's daughter, Anya. We know that Tariq and Brayden, they're out there plotting and planning. They got to get inside this airplane hangar. And to me, this was like a GTA mission. Realistically speaking, I don't think this will work in real life. That's just me. Ain't no way in the hell they getting up in there like that and, dropping all those bodies off. But hey, they did what they had to do, y'all. They got up in there on some GTA type stuff, broke in, dropped all types of bodies off. Anya Covington, she had on her, her headphones, and apparently she didn't hear anything. She was able to get up out of there, and Tariq was pissed off like, man, we almost had her, but they didn't get to get her. We know eventually Tariq will get his hands on her, and she's gonna like it, y'all. She definitely gonna like it. Now, Noma's pissed off. She's like, man, they almost got her. We know Obi, he is trying to calm her down. To be honest, Obi, he's like, look, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to really be doing this for real. It's too much bloodshed. He's telling Noma that he can, help her take care of it. And we know he's trying to hook up with her. He always liked her. Noma had to slap the taste out of his mouth and let him know, like, look, snap out of it. You know what I'm saying? Put $100K on Tariq and Brayden's head. Get the job done. Stop playing around, right? Now, we know Anya, she comes up in there. She's pissed off. She's talking about, you wanted me to leave, and then you pulled me off the runway. Like, what's going on? We know Noma's not going to tell her the full truth. Apparently, Aya did not see anything. She's already upset about what happened to her pops. The sad thing is, she doesn't even know that her mom's was the one that did it. Crazy, right? And when she finds out, y'all know it's going to be, hell to pay. She was already talking about, I know it's something that you're not telling me. Well, correct. You're right. Y'all know it's power. Y'all know secrets are not going to last. And I want to know how Noma's going to feel once her daughter finds out the truth, which could ruin their relationship. Now, instead of going to get help, with his gunshot, Kane decides that he wants to go back to Brayden's family. This time, he beats down his brother. He almost finished him off. His pops comes out. Kane wants to know, where the hell is Brayden at? I'm thinking in my head, like, really? So they don't have no security. They don't got nothing set up, especially after what happened at the end of season 3 when Kane and Monet robbed them. You will think they be moving a little bit smarter. I know if that was me, I would have the strap on me at all times. And Kane, he would have been smoked, plain and simple. Like, you're not about to come up here twice running your mouth, making threats to my family. Now, of course, we know Brayden's brother got the crap beat out of him. Luckily, Effie came in there and she calmed him down and was able to get him up out of there. But they don't know where Brayden's at. Kane was moving real reckless at first, but I believe by the end of the episode, he was starting to put 2 and 2 together, and I cannot wait until he finds out the full truth about what really happened. Now, we get to Drew. We already knew he was going to kidnap Becca. He lets Brayden know to meet him at Pier 90. If not, that means he's going to take out his sister. So Brayden, he on one. He's pissed off. He ain't playing around, and he's ready to go. Tariq is like, look, we need to call Davis McLean to figure out what we need to do. But Brayden, he is not sitting around waiting to have a conversation with Davis. Meanwhile, Davis is getting his freak on. You know what I'm saying? Davis living the best life. He tells Tariq, he can't help him out right now. He's facing disbarment, and he says that his attorney-client privileges are suspended, and he basically just wishes Tariq good luck. So, can't do nothing right now, and it's understandable. Now, Kane finally gets that bullet removed. This dude should have been got this done. I don't understand why he was running around like he's the Terminator, but hey, it is what it is. We know him and Effie end up making up. We know Kane was talking about, why you acting like you don't care about me. In my head, I'm thinking like, because she don't for real, boy. She just using you. But at the end of the day, we know Effie, she did not want nothing bad happening to Kane. But we also know that Effie really does have those feelings for Tariq, even after everything has went down. The sad thing is, Kane, he should already know what time it is. He's already stated this earlier on as far as Effie looking out for herself. Now, Effie does thank Kane for helping her out when she was locked up, because we know Monet, she was trying to get Effie up out of here, right? But the look on Effie's face when Kane told her, you know we got a dead Tariq, right? And you can tell she was like, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? I still love him. So this storyline is going to definitely blow up. Now, Diana gets news that Monet is having some complications at the hospital and she wants to go there. Meanwhile, Drew, he don't give a damn about Monet. We know Diana ends up leaving. Becca is still in the car with Drew, and you can tell that she's feeling like something is not right, which she was correct. Now, we get back to Monet Tejada. She is fighting for her life. And I'm thinking like, man, Tariq, y'all should have had somebody go to the hospital and finish the damn job. I mean, all the Tejadas are out, so why not have somebody finish the job, get her up out of here? We know we end up seeing the ghost of your boy, Freaky Zeke. He has returned, and of course, he let Monet know exactly how he felt, and he kept it real. We know Monet was using him as, her escape route to get up out of the game, but things did not play out the way that she wanted them to play out, and deep down inside, Monet is feeling real bad. She just wants a second chance to prove that she can save her family, and that deep down inside, she could be a good mother to her kids. She just wants a second chance, which she ended up getting, but the whole thing with Zeke, I know, is eating her up inside. But as I told you guys, even though she wakes up later on in the episode, when she finds out the truth, things are going to change real quick. Now, Junior decides to tell Paz the truth about what's really going on. He tells her about Tariq. Once he says that, she's like, look, trust me, just leave that alone. You don't want to get involved. I mean, didn't you learn from Angela? Like, come on. What do you think is going to happen to you if you continue to try to pursue this? We know Agent Young, he kind of slow in the head because he does not listen and he continues to do what he wants to do, which at the end of the day, he suffers some major consequences. Now we get to Drew. We know Becca, she ended up getting out the car. She knew something was up. She ended up macing Drew because we know she started calling Brayden and he was not feeling it right. Now, Brayden was lucky enough to find his sister and get her to safety. And it seemed like Drew, he was about to shoot Brayden and his sister. And then all of a sudden, Tariq hits him with that truck, knocks that boy up out of here. The sad thing is Drew was still able to move. Like, really? He wasn't, slowed down a tad bit. As I told you guys, realistically speaking, Drew would have been unconscious, at least for a little bit. Him and Tariq would have been out of it for a tad bit. Enough time for Brayden to get the strap and get him up out of here. Regardless if you like Drew's character or not, to be honest with you guys, he should have been gone. You know what I'm saying? This man should have been gone easily after getting hit with that car. But hey, I understand they want to stretch this storyline out and save Drew probably for the end, or he just may end up surviving, this season. Now, we know Tariq does tell him what's going to happen when Kane finds out the truth, when Monet finds out the truth, because he knows when that happens, he is done for. Now, we get to Noma, Obi, and Davis McLean. They just walk up in there like, really? Ain't no way in the hell I'm about to be sitting up here talking to y'all, especially in my house. It ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? Now, she's putting a price on Tariq and Brayden's head, $100K each. But Davis, he is loyal. He's like, nah, I'm good. He ain't going for the money. And we know Davis, he's all about money. But it goes to show you that he actually cares for Tariq and he's not about to sit up here and just play him like that. Now, we get back to Brayden, his pops, his sister. Brayden's dad is pissed off. He's like, look, all this stuff is happening because of you. You're hanging around those thugs, those drug dealers. Look, just stay away. I mean, he might as well just call Brayden the N-word because he pretty much did by calling him, a white monkey or whatever. I know Brayden was very upset, but deep down inside, he understands that he has got his family involved in a whole lot of mess. And, it's going to be kind of hard for him to get up out of all this stuff. But Brayden now understands that he does not have a family because his pops told him, you're not my son anymore. But it did seem like Becca, she still had feelings for her brother and she wants to support him. But man, I know Brayden is going through it. Now, Davis McLean tells Tariq that he needs to get out of town. He has a soft spot for the underdog. Lets him know that Noma has $100K on his head. Tariq is like, okay, he needs to go get his money. He has some money stashed at Stansfield. And we also know that he has a lot of enemies that's going to be there as well. But Brayden told Tariq, like, look, man, I ain't got no family and I'm going to ride with you to the top. I'm going to be here to stay. Now, we know Tariq did feel bad about having Brayden be involved in all this stuff, this lifestyle, but it is what it is. Brayden, he wants to be a part of it, and that's what he's going to do. Now, Drew tells Dirty Diana, like, look, go ahead and finish the job. Smother Monet, get her up out of here. He said Tariq has threatened him, about telling Monet the truth, and they cannot allow that to happen. Now we know Diana, she's not about to do that. She already felt bad about what happened to Monet, so taking her out is something that she's not about to do. Now we get to Brusandria, and we got Agent Young. He's out, inside Stansfield asking questions about Tariq. The crazy thing is she just saw Tariq and Brayden walking, and they kept walking. She was trying to talk to them, and she was pissed off at them, but she understood that Agent Young is a cop. I mean, he's up there asking questions, looking all weird. She already knows what time it is. She sees Kane and Effie, and she understands that Kane is Diana's, brother. And we know she ended up telling them about the cop, asking about Tariq. Kane is like, man, so Tariq is here? And she said, yeah. Now, we know she was trying to talk to him, but Kane is like, look, I gotta go. We gotta find Tariq and Brayden. It's $100K on their head, and I gotta get them up out of here. Now, Kane cannot wait. He let Noma know that Tariq is at Stansfield, that he found him and all that stuff. And I'm like, really? You didn't even see him. You didn't even see the man, and you talking about who you found. Like, come on. Now, to be honest with you guys, y'all know Stansfield should have cops everywhere. I mean, this school, it stay having bodies, right? So you would think it would be watched, a whole lot more than it used to be. But no, all types of stuff that's be happening. It don't be no cops nowhere. They be doing what they want to do. I mean, it's a war zone for real. Now, we know Noma puts out word as far as the whole 100K on Tariq and Brayden's head. Multiple people know about this information. So everybody's at Stansfield trying to find Tariq, right? Now, luckily, Effie, she notified Tariq, letting him know that Kane is after him along with some others. So now he's aware that, somebody's there. Now, we know Tariq, he runs into Agent Young. He's running his mouth, talking about he got some intel, about Obi, the green cards, like what's really going on. And he says, look, I am Angela's nephew. Like, really? So you should never have said that, because Tariq don't like Angela at all. He blames her for a lot of the things that happen within his family. So this whole thing with Agent Young, it has become personal. Now, one of the hitmans comes out of nowhere, tries to shoot Tariq, misses, and then we know Agent Young, he ended up taking this guy out, and then Brayden knocks Agent Young on the ground, and then your boy Tariq, he comes up, and he's like, look, I got an idea. He FaceTimes Noma, letting her know that this guy got all types of intel on them, and if he's alive, it can be a problem for her. The feds will be at her door, but if she accepts this truce, things could change. She can take this guy out and he would not be a problem. Noma ends up agreeing, and she tells him, you can't move no weight. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of this truce. Go ahead and take him out. You can live. She also tells Obi, when the smoke clears, she is still going to take out Tariq because he knows too much and he came for her daughter, and that is unforgivable. Now, Tariq, he does take out Agent Young. As I told you guys, I mean, I was thinking we were going to get more of his character, but it's the final season. They said, you know what? No more loose ends. You gotta go. So yes, we are smoking on that Agent Young pack. And I guess now he can hang out with his auntie. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and hang out with Angela, since you looked up to her, since you learned so much from her, right? But as I told you guys, this whole thing with Agent Young, it became personal once he mentioned Angela's name. Now, Brayden makes a call to get law enforcement to come there, talking about it was somebody there with a gun and all that stuff. I mean, it's basically set up to make it seem like Tariq was like the hero or whatever. Realistically speaking, I don't think this will ever happen for real. Ain't no way in the hell all that's happening. This was just a way, in my opinion, to calm down the war with Tariq the Tejadas and Noma. But that's just me. Now, while they're outside, all of a sudden, we see Kane. And Kane sees Tariq, and he's like, man, there he is right there. Now, Kane doesn't give a damn about what Noma texted because she told everybody to stand down. But Kane's like, look, I'm going to act like I didn't even see it. Now, we know Tariq makes a call to Drew, letting him know that Kane is chasing him and that if Kane gets close, he gonna tell him the truth about what really happened. So now Drew, he has to make sure he gets to Kane and let him know that he needs to stand down. And that's exactly what ended up happening. Now, Monet, she wakes up. And it's a good thing for the family because they thought it was a chance that she was going to be up out of here, which almost happened, right? Now, we know once we get back to the school, the police is there. Tariq is the hero, of course. Kane is pissed off. Drew tells Kane, look, stand down. He tells him like, Diana made a mistake. She said it was not Tariq, it was someone else. Kane ain't feeling that. He's like, really? Like something's not right about this, right? And he's like, look, you can just ask her at the hospital. Mom's, she just woke up. So y'all know Kane, he's on it. He told Drew, like, look, he's going to find out what's really going on because y'all know deep down inside, he ain't believing everything that they telling him, right? Now we get back to the hospital. Monet wakes up. We know Drew was upset about what Diana did not do. But Diana's like, look, man, she ain't doing that. She felt like this was the best move. We know Monet wants to know who did it. And Kane tells her they don't know. So he's going along with the game plan. But we also know Monet wants to find out who did it. And y'all know Kane, he will be on a mission to find out the truth along with Monet. Now, Braden and Tariq, they're trying to figure out what they're going to do next. They cannot move weight, so it will be a very difficult task for them to get this money. And we know that Tariq is like, man, Noma, she can still probably trying to take us out in his mom's. And he's talking about, what's going to happen when Monet recovers. I mean, they don't really know what they're going to do right now, but I believe they're going to figure it out. Now, we get to the end of the episode. We finally see Detective Don Carter. He is at church. He is talking about his wife, Denise, who got taken out in a shootout. And he feels very bad about this, right? And we know it's part of his motivation to get back and to do good. Now, Paz shows up. She lets Detective Don Carter know what happened to her son, Junior, and we know what he was investigating. She does mention Tariq St. Patrick, and she's like, look, I know they took him out. Detective Don Carter tells her, like, look, I'm going to nail whoever took out your son. So now he has even more motivation to take down Tariq and anybody else that's connected to him. I mean, Detective Don Carter, he will be the major threat for season 4. We already knew this coming in. I just can't wait to see just how dangerous he's going to be. Based off that episode 2 trailer, we know that Davis McLean will have an encounter with him, and hopefully we get more intel about Detective Don Carter's history. We also know that Monet, she gonna be back, as far as recovering, and she gonna be doing a lot more. I cannot wait to see once all these secrets is revealed. I think soon enough we're gonna find out about the fan theory about your girl Diana. Is she pregnant? Did she get knocked up by Tariq? Will we see it, or will something else end up happening? But this season opener was action-packed from the start to the end. I mean, it was crazy. It was crazy. It was some things in there that, I think probably would never had happened in real life, but it's a TV show, so y'all know they're going to stretch it out. But they're going to make sure you're going to be entertained when it's all said and done. I definitely cannot wait to see what's going to happen next, and I want you guys to let me know what y'all thought about the episode and leave y'all predictions for episode 2. Now, I want to thank you guys once again for all the love, all the support, and I will catch y'all on the next one. But let me get up on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.
When we met, what'd you think I was gonna be?